Good evening, everyone. Today on TED Talk, how did Syria get into a civil war? What role does the Netherlands play in this conflict, and how can we stop it?
Syria is a country in the Middle East. It's about the same size as Washington state and has 22.5 million inhabitants. Most Syrians are ethnic Arabic and follow the Sunni branch of Islam. Syria was, before the rebellion started, a special country for tourists with many popular places. For example, the beautiful Umayyad Mosque in Damascus. Before the war, Syria already was a country where the population was suffering from brutal depression. Their leader, Bashar al-Assad, inherited power at 17 July 2000. The civil war started when peaceful protests inspired by earlier revolutions in Egypt and Tunisia rose up to challenge the dictatorship running the country. The direct reason for the protests in Syria came in the city Daraa. In Daraa, a group of 15 boys went through the city to write slogans on buildings in the middle of the night. The boys were arrested the next day. The day after the arrest of the boys, thousands of Muslims demanded their release.
The protest started at March 2011. The government reacted with shooting on peaceful demonstrators. In 2012, new parliamentary elections were held. The rebels considered these elections as unfair and the demonstration became a civil war. The rebels were brutally attacked by the government because they were seen as threats. A demonstration had become a civil war. The government started kidnapping, raping, torturing and killing activists and their family members, including a lot of children, dumping their bodies by the side of the roads. Armed civilians organized into rebel groups. The army government deployed across the country and bombing whole neighborhoods and towns, trying to terrorize people into submission. Volunteers from other countries joined the rebels, either because they want freedom and democracy for Syria, or more likely because they are jihadists who hate Syria's secular government. In 2013, ISIS got involved in the Syria war. The warriors of ISIS not only fight against Assad, but also against rebel groups and against the Syrian Kurdish minority.
What is the role of the Netherlands in this war? The Netherlands put aside 75 million to reduce the humanitarian need. This is 25 million more than as planned. This money is meant to provide help in areas who are still under siege by Assad's regime. The rest of the money is spent on food, water and medicine through the Red Cross. They also contribute to the international war since 2014, caused by the quick rising of ISIS, the violation of the human rights and a direct threat the ISIS forms to Europe. The Netherlands also take part in a coalition who bombs certain IS targets.
There's already done quite a lot for Syria. Volunteers of the organization Rode Kruis share food parcels, tents, blankets and kitchen sets out to victims. They also carry medical care and operations. This helps a lot in Syria, and because of this more people survive. You can help the people in Syria and to war with the next things. For example, you can donate money to aid organizations. You can do this of charity for other people. Help other people without expecting anything in return. Another way to help, something more active, is becoming a volunteer by an aid organization like the Rode Kruis. When you have lots of free time, that's a good thing to help because there are a lot of people needed. You can start an action yourself to collect money for Syria. You can stand in the center of the city with a collecting box to collect money. You can also donate clothes and stuff yourself. Like this you will help the people in Syria. If you don't have enough money or free time for this, then you can pray for the inhabitants of Syria. God will be with them and He will help them through this hard time. The Bible says that the most important thing we can do in wartime is pray for wisdom from God. This was today's news. Thanks for watching.